everywhere. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm going live this morning on Basement Chronicles on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on IG, hopefully. Yes, it's working. I see myself live on IG as well. So that's great. Welcome, everybody. My name is Lisa Dublin. I am a health and life coach. And, I help people win because, why shouldn't you win in life? Okay. So I usually go live in my club, the To All the Girls Success Club. Welcome to all the diamonds in there. Please say hi. Please say something nice. I hope you're watching this morning. Our topic is, I think, an inspiring one. And one that, is worthy of our thoughts and our practice. And it is the whole concept of self love. Like, how do you love yourself? And I wanted to start by, just literally going into what do I think about this. Hey, Alex, good morning. How are you? Good morning to you. What do you think of self love? For me, I see it not just as a nice thing to do, okay? As far as I'm concerned, this has to be a survival tactic. Because if you don't learn to love yourself in that healthy way, you literally are living with other people's thoughts of yourself in your head. And it is very difficult to live with that double consciousness. And so I think it's very important that we learn to do that healthy self love. And this morning, I wanted to start with talking about our thoughts and our words about ourselves. Let's look at a couple of things. How many times do you find yourself saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm so silly." Are you? Oh my gosh, or that person, I always find myself in these situations. Or one that I always used to say, I'm always losing stuff. Yeah, that might be your reality right now, but how is it going to change if you continue saying those same things about yourself? There are other things that I hear other people saying, and I literally see those things playing out in their lives. Okay. One that for me, I don't like at all. People saying stuff like, "Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous." What are you doing? If you keep on saying that about yourself, then it's going to be very difficult for you to be with people who are doing better than you and to just celebrate their own successes. So we want to stop saying those things, and we want to start saying the things that would give life and will produce a different kind of reality for us. But here's the thing, like being in this life coaching space, and I often teach clients to do this, to really look at your thoughts, because your thoughts are going to produce the feelings, and those feelings are going to produce different actions, and those actions will give you certain results. So what are the results that you're going after? So in other words, when you just examine what's happening with you today in terms of what you're saying about yourself, that comes out in your words, right? So you want to change the words. Before you even change the words, you need to go back to the thoughts, because those thoughts are producing those words. That's where it all starts, right? So when we say stuff like, let me just go through a couple of them. I'm not lucky in love. Hey, Constance, good morning to you. How are you doing, girl? Nice to see you here. I'm not lucky in love. I never win. Um, like I used to say this one, and I will not say what month of the year, because, like, no, because I have friends from all over now. But I used to be like, I never get along with people born in a certain month. Can you? And literally, it seemed to me that it was an observation, but what it really was me generating for years in advance that same result in my life. I would keep on saying that, and I'd be like, you know what? Hey, hey, Sandra, how are you doing? And I stopped saying that, and now I have now. Sometimes I ask my friends, like, "Hey, yeah, so what month are you born in?" And because I've stopped saying these negative things about myself, now I have friends born any time of the year. It doesn't matter. So my question is, how much of what we say is really the reality, or how much of it are we using our words to create and to generate and to keep on generating such reality? There's something that I always say. It's not my original thought, and it is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Part of where your focus goes is determined by your words, which are, of course, goes right back to your thoughts. What are you thinking about yourself? That comes out in what you say about yourself. That's what it is. Anybody on IG, say hi. If you're watching me on IG, I hope this is making sense to you. I'm just kind of watching the IG stream as well. So just bear with me. So, some of those are the things perhaps that we need to change. I'm so jealous. It is what it is. I'm broke. I'm not lucky in love. I never win. I never get along with people born in a certain, you know what I mean? Don't say that, right? Because I don't want to. Oh, I know somebody who's no longer alive, and she always said, "I'm not gonna die. I'm not going to die old. I'm not going to be a burden on anybody." And she died in her like early 50s because what you say is what you get. What you say is what you get, basically, right? Or another one that we say almost like, it's just a thing over my dead body. This is not going to happen. It's over my dead body. You said it. What's your thoughts? Now, we might think that, okay, it doesn't seem very important. Well, if it doesn't seem very important, might as well just say the positive things one time. And so this morning, what we want to do is to look at what you believe about yourself that comes out in your words. And if you're finding that you're saying stuff that is negative, then you need to investigate. That's what I'm asking you to do today. Spend time with yourself while you're driving to work, or while you're at, I don't know, the kitchen sink, or, on your lunch break or whatever. Just investigate the thoughts and the words that are coming out of your mouth about yourself. What are you constantly thinking about yourself? You know how they say, like, they tell people in marriages, and it works for me in mine, all day long, just think positive thoughts about your partner. All day long, just be imagining and thinking positive thoughts about the good things that he does, and, think good thoughts about your partner so that you will be in a great mood by the time, you all do meet up again, if you guys go to work or whatever. It works the same thing. Pretend that you are your own partner. Think good thoughts about yourself. You know what? My future is bright today. I'm going to find favor today. I'm going to accomplish my goals today. I'm going to have a wonderful day. You know what? I'm going to be the answer to somebody's problem today. There's now, not all of these thoughts are, I guess, I don't know if I want to put a judgment on all of them, but there was one thought, to tell you the truth, that I had to change about myself. And it really is because now I have people around me who are loving me in different ways. So one of the things I always used to think about myself was that I was somebody who could produce. I was somebody who could literally, like, you need something done, I'm there. I can produce, I can do stuff. I can do more. Okay? What did that thought about myself, about that identity, result in? It resulted in me, yes, producing at such a high level and being very prolific in what I put out. But at the same time, there was a toll on just my physical body, my emotional well being, and all of that. And now I look at myself differently. I look at myself literally. I keep on saying that in my club, the To All the Girls Success Club, we have this thing that we say that we're diamonds. Diamonds don't work that hard. It just are. And that thinking has followed me into how, I've kind of arranged my life right now to get enough sleep and to slow down and enjoy the things in life that I really like, because I no longer just see myself as that producer, like a machine, right? And I know that perhaps is maybe it's a bit unusual. I don't know, for a woman, but I know many women like that. So maybe it isn't unusual after all. Most A type women are like that. Like, you see yourself as that producer, but you need to stop and you need to say, that's not all I have. And that's not all I am. You see how it all starts with identity, you guys? Hold on. Let me just go into, yeah. Hey, everybody on. Okay, I now see my IG crowd right here. Great. Okay, so here's the thing about identity. In one of my coaching calls, it's a long term client, and there was one day in particular that my heart was just singing, because we were able to look at her, because coaching is really you and the other person looking at the other person. That's what coaching is. two people looking at one person and figuring out and giving the support and so on. And my client was able to include in her identity of herself. Oh my gosh, that was a wonderful day. Include in her identity of herself more than just a conception of what a professional woman was. All of a sudden, it began to mean for her, it began to mean that if I could crush it in the workplace, I was also the kind of woman who could do it and replicate it at home, who could duplicate it, with my friends, who could duplicate it with my social life. All of a sudden, that mindset opened up to include other aspects of her life as the total, not on the outside. And that was a great day because if you are able to spend enough time with yourself to get that identity right, what comes out of you is going to be different. So I know many times we get a rap for saying to people, just say your confessions, say things differently. The hope is that you will take the time to investigate those things, and that thing that you're saying, it comes from a deep place of belief. Because if you can believe differently about yourself, you can be different. If you can believe differently about yourself, you can do differently, you can show differently. And so today, what we're going to end on is, what are you thinking about yourself? What are you thinking about you? You're not a joke, you're not a mistake. Well, maybe your parents made a mistake, but that result, my goodness, it was wonderful. You're here, so you cannot be a mistake. You're not a failure. You're not a bad man or bad woman. You're not a, like women like to call themselves bitch. Like, yeah. No, what does that even mean? A sour attitude? Like, can you be somebody who doesn't take, nonsense from other people and still do it in a way that is, pleasant? Even? You're not inferior. You're not a victim. You're not weak. You're not any of these things. You're an overcomer. What if you could start to say to yourself today, I'm an overcomer. I'm a winner. This guy, Joel Osteen, he has this thing that he used to say, my future is so bright that I need sunglasses to see it. What if, in spite of whatever is going on in your life, you can start with the thoughts to be able to begin to change the situation? What if your thoughts can contribute to how that situation ends up because of what you're thinking and saying about yourself? It's possible. It really is. Give it a try today. Spend time with yourself and investigate. That's what I'm asking you to do. Investigate what you're thinking about you. Are you thinking good thoughts? And if you're thinking good thoughts, then good words are going to come out. In fact, your friends might even think that you're slightly arrogant, okay? That's all right. That's okay. Better to be that than to be the person who shows up, poor pity me. I have no recourse. I have no resources. I am broken. No, no, get up. Think good thoughts about yourself. It doesn't cost anything to do it except a brighter future. That's the cost of changing those thoughts about yourself. So, you're not a joke. You're not a mistake. You're not a failure. You are not lost. You are not hopeless. You are not weak. You are not inferior. You are not dumb, right? Last thing I want to say, I was thinking about it while preparing for this quite a bit. Of course, I'm black, beautiful, all of that wonderful stuff, right? I don't want to be anybody else. I don't know about you, but I prefer to be black. Okay, that's not a diss to anybody, but it's a survival tactic to say to the world that this race and this skin and this phenotype that God gave me is the best one for me. Okay, so I always say, like, when people call black people the N word, or even when we say to ourselves, nobody comes back with that is a lie when it really is. What does that mean? That has nothing to do with who God made me to be and who I am. So you are literally telling a lie. And we have to have that comeback line when people call us the N-word, to let them know that they're telling a lie. You have to answer to it, I believe. Anyway, folks, join me on Wednesday. I'll be back talking about practical ways to love ourselves. That's what the topic is for this week. So hopefully you can join me. If you're interested in having a complimentary consultation, I'm a health and life coach. So I help people to win. I help you to speak, to live, and to lead with confidence. Go to my website. Let me just put it right here. Go to my website, and it's right here on the screen, and sign up for a complimentary consultation. And let's get, into your mind and your brain and your heart and see what's going on there and whether we can work together. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you on Wednesday. Bye.